Good afternoon, people. This is Keyblade Yoda here, and today we are going to do another. Well, we're going to continue on our little adventure and try to figure out where all exactly this last.
This is one of the 3 nests that I need to destroy.
Where? It's buried. Oh. Damn. Fucking rollers. You gonna headbutt me? I poked you. Okay, you knocked me back. Hey, listen, no need for snapping. God damn. I know I've seen another. There we go. Pretty sure we're gonna end up meeting a campfire, so. This is what's blocking the path.
must kill the dog before destroying the nest. The third nest is destroyed. The Master Hunter will no doubt be relieved to do it. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenlin, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
Face that you are victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, but they were not ready to admit their involvement in the attacks that harmed you.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
And divorced to your end. You did well on Armanawi. Now they should be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have got what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
Yes! Finally! Making some progress.
Death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a thing.
Let me present Katasak Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Nixie. And I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Neither sight surgeon nor mage doctor could do a damn thing to alleviate my pain. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
No,
Come,
wrong person.
Constantine.
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to...
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
He's the one I wanted.
Greetings, Katasan.
Bertirtumat, what can I do for you?
Excuse me.
I'm looking to meet Enon Min Frichtemann. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
And my word was not enough. It seems that I must be a man to be heard.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bloodlet. One day you will be as great a chief as your mother. And you too will have a seal. This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan, those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenchavier, take my seal and go and meet Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Thank you, Katasan. Why are you helping me?
We do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed.
Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes. I must go.
Wa awalums.
Constantine looks all kind of hideous now. It's because of all that drinking. No, because I don't got anything to sell for you guys. Let's see just how good this blade does. Well, considering it is a legendary. It's actually not bad. Damn, 14 hours? So I actually did have something to sell. That axe looks actually pretty cool. She can definitely have the straight saber. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. No, wrong area. Oh, that's right.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasa, of the village of Wenshadia.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
So Constantine's fate coincided with this one.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am de Sardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasa. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that an enemy Frictiman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasa sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times. And you are the first Renaxe to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enolmil Frictimen. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings. And so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua Awelem said.
So go into this cavern.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a trial. tremendous honor given to you, Renaissance.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and habit. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
So it's telling me to travel. Okay. Makes sense.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
So then what the mom used was like a...
They're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potions in it, they'd fall asleep.
Do I even have a sleeping potion? Yep, I got one.
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
This is for the beasts the natives call constantines. They seem to be resting. Perhaps we can pass without waiting if we move slowly.
I need a bit of practice.
Watch out, Anadai!
I don't see it.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you. No.
Yes. Exactly like the lightning struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. This stone bears the image of a storm. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind. I already lit this candle. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here, this looks like a snowflake. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone is black.
And then that's the death stone.
I think it is supposed to evoke death. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Alright, so it's the wind, ice, death, because she kept getting colder.
Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
No.
This stone bears the image of a storm. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Maybe it's life. So it's wind, ice, sun, maybe death.
Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this.
No.
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again.
And then water. Do I really gotta fight this dude? Oh, I gotta tame it.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Freddy, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of an O'Neill Frithman.
Yay! We did it! With no confrontation either. Woohoo!
They're tear to mud on Ormanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Freddy.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the constantines. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust away ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruit. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasak towards you no longer surprises.
Am I authorized to encounter Enormil Frictiman now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your part to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaiks. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Derda, Blacknid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, and tell us nothing more.
Yes. I heard about your loss, Yora. And the worst Tirse. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And the worst Tirsi. Thank you, Glenda.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Fedluk.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renags. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidon. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadagais.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glenda.
Kwawalam said, I hope that you will find him.
Alrighty. On to another adventure. Well, that'll be it for this video. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this, hit the like button and the subscribe button. So, and then when you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification button. That way you know whenever I do up another video. This is Keyblade Yoda signing off.